What's up, Internet? Dyce Quirk here, and today we're actually celebrating two things. First off, we're celebrating hitting our 1,000 subscriber goal we set on this Daruma when we filled its first eye in. And the second thing is we're celebrating the fact that me and my wife have finally moved over here to Japan, and we're just excited to be able to use all of this space to make better videos for you guys here on YouTube. And so, in this video, I'm going to be filling in the second eye on this Daruma. Then, because of you guys, since we hit the 1,000 subscriber goal, and we are so thankful for you guys watching the channel and for supporting us by doing that, we are also going to be talking about some strange things that have happened since we've reached Japan. Just things that we didn't expect when we first moved to Japan. And my wife Edith is actually going to be on the show tonight so that you guys can see that. And in addition, we have a little surprise at the end of the video. So make sure you stick around for that. I'm super excited and I hope that you are. So let's not waste time and let's get to it. So for those of you who didn't know, this is my wife Edith, and both me and Edith moved to Japan through this thing called the JET program. And I have some other videos where I talk about that, but for right now, me and Edith, we're going to talk about a couple things that have just been really crazy and weird that we didn't completely expect when we first moved over here to Japan. But before that, we have to fill in the other eye on this Daruma, which we've been waiting for so long, because we finally hit our 1,000 subscriber goal. And so I got this really scary black ink pen. You can't see it on the camera, but I got it on my thumb already. It's very hard to get out. So, yeah, it got everywhere. But now we're ready. So, let's take a look at this very carefully with this permanent black ink. Just coloring process here. Yes, it's taking a second. Two eyes, one Daruma. Isn't she beautiful? Finally! After so long, we'll let that dry while we're talking. How do you like it?
She has facial hair.
She? Aww.
Yeah.
Did I call her?
Yeah.
Oh, let's let him dry. Okay. But, yeah, it's been a long time, and if you don't know what a Daruma is, basically what you do is you set a goal, and then you fill in one eye. So we set a goal of 1,000 subscribers, and once you complete that goal, you fill in the other eye, and then you either burn them at the end of the year, or you can keep them and collect them. And so we took a vote earlier on our channel, and we decided to collect them. So hopefully we can get a lot of different Daruma and make it really interesting. But before we talk more about that, because we do have other stuff we want to talk about at the end of the episode, and we also have some more goals we want to set, me and Edith just wrote down a few different things that just have been really weird for us when we first got to Japan. Let's get started with the one that you already probably know about. Getting internet in Japan is super difficult and also takes a really long time.
We couldn't even apply for our internet until we got our bank card.
Yeah.
We couldn't get it until we got that, and that took, it was about a week and a half to get the debit card.
Yeah. And after we got the debit card, then we were able to apply for having people come to install the internet. And that's not like actually installing the router and everything. That's just turning on the internet at our house. Mm-hmm. How long was that?
From the debit card, from then it took about 2 weeks.
Yeah, so
for us to get the modem and then for them to turn on the internet.
Yeah, so in all it took about like 3 to 4 weeks for everything to get done. Mm-hmm. And then we were very thankful because for some reason setting up the modem and the router is really difficult.
And it's all in Japanese. So, and since you're using your phone, you can't use your phone to translate what's on your phone. So thankfully we had each other, and we had Tim's supervisor.
Yes, his name is Inamata-san. Thank you so much, Inamata-san. Without him, we wouldn't be able to upload any of these videos or really function that well. So the next thing that we were going to bring up was while I was in school one day, I was praying during one of my meals, because you guys know I'm Christian and that's a really big thing in our life. But I was praying before my meal, and then one of the other teachers came in, and he's like, Timothy-san, oh, did I disturb you? And so we started talking about it and everything, and it turns out he had never seen anybody praying before a meal in Japan. They had obviously seen the itadakimasu and the gochiso sama deshita after a meal, but they had never seen anyone pray before a meal in Japan. So I know that it's not super frequent in America as much anymore, but still, just to never see it in your life, that was kind of surprising to me.
Yeah. Spoons and forks are more present than we anticipated.
We did know that there were spoons and forks here, but like my first 2 weeks working at the school, I had never, all of our meals, they had a fork or a spoon. And so I brought that up to the teacher and
I'm like, I kind of expected there to be more chopsticks here in Japan. And he's like,
oh, do you not have any forks in America?
and I was like, whoa, no.
He took it the other way.
yeah, he took it the other way.
And I was like, no, we have forks.
And he's like, do you not have any spoons?
And I was like, no, I just assume, or I think, that a lot of people in America assume that chopsticks are everywhere and that there's very few forks and spoons.
And so that was just kind of an interesting thing. Next, driving in Japan is interesting. And it's not just because you're driving on the opposite side of the road. It's actually the other things that come with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like all the signs are on the opposite side of the road, which you'll be like looking towards the other side of the road because you just are used to that.
It's just the habit.
Yeah, it's the habit. And also the windshield wipers.
Yeah, every single time we go to turn, we accidentally flip on the windshield wipers because the windshield wipers and the turning signals are flipped as well. So
yeah, but it only took us like about a week to get used to driving here. We still mess up the windshield wipers, but other than that, if you're coming to Japan, driving's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, don't sweat it. You'll get used to it. Students talk during class a lot. This is more yours, but from what I've heard from Tim and from the other ALTs, it's like completely opposite. The students talk during class and the teachers don't really have a problem with it, and they don't have a problem controlling the classroom setting and dynamics. They're not overtaking the teacher.
And it's, again, just super interesting because, for me, in America, it seems more like all the teachers are like, shh, you gotta be quiet, especially while I'm teaching. But over here, you'll be teaching and all of the students are just talking with each other and stuff. And I think it really has to do with the fact that in schools here, they promote a team dynamic. And so a lot of students are talking with each other about the things in class, which is very, very interesting and
a whole lot of teamwork.
A whole lot of teamwork.
A whole lot of teamwork.
So I think that is a big difference between Japanese schools and American schools. Garbage sorting is really complicated. And students from the high school actually made us a little list that shows us how we can sort our trash more efficiently or how we can do it better. I can't show that on here because it has some student photos, and I know that I can get in trouble for showing things from the school, so I'm trying to be careful with that. First off, certain things can only be thrown out on certain days.
Twice a week, Tuesday and Friday, we have our yellow trash day. Yellow trash is just, it's a trash bag that has yellow print on it, and that's all burnable trash. And then once a week, I think, is pura. Pura is the black trash. It's a white bag.
There's two different trash bags we have.
Black on it.
Yeah, there's the white and black trash bag, which is pura, and that is which? The plastics?
Pura is recyclable plastics that are not PET bottles.
Yes, and then there's a yellow trash bag, yellow and white,
And that's all burnable trash.
Burnable trash. And then also you have to separate your cardboard, paper, electronics. Shoot, what was the other stuff? There's just so many things.
Those things need to be packaged or wrapped a certain way. Papers and cardboards,
you need to tie it with a certain thing.
You're supposed to have a specific fiber that you tie it with, or a specific cord that you tie it with.
With a PET bottle, which is basically just like a soda bottle, okay? It's like if you brought a cola, Coca-Cola, you have to take off the plastic wrapping on it and put that inside of the recyclable plastics. You have to take off the cap and put that.
The cap and the wrapper go into the black recyclable pura trash. And then the PET bottle itself goes into the PET bottle recyclable trash, which that comes twice a month.
Yeah, twice a month. So it can get really complicated. We'll probably do an entire video just about recycling garbage in
That
Japan.
could be multiple videos if we're being honest.
Yeah, so.
We're still confused, so we'll narrow it down for you later.
Next, all the teachers work inside the same room at schools. I kind of always pictured the American school where people are inside of their own classrooms and they work from there. But in Japanese schools, all of the teachers, when they're not teaching, they actually come to this giant teacher room, and then the vice principal's there, the head teacher's there, usually the principal's there as well, and you'll all sit in the same room, and sometimes the teachers will interact, just preparing for different classes and doing all this stuff. But yeah, it's really interesting. Next, because we're in the countryside, it's very apparent. Now, Japan has a declining population right now, so less people are being born than are passing away. So in this area, I have a couple schools, 2 elementary schools with like less than 50 students. So it's an entire elementary school building with less than 50 students in it. And then there's an entire middle school that I'm working at, and it has like 150 to 160 students. So it's like this huge building and just such a small number of kids. And I think that the declining population is most noticeable in the countryside. I don't know if it would be the same inside of like a city or anything like that. Another thing that's kind of a little bit surprising is that you have to turn off your gas after using your stove when you're done. Yeah, it's really interesting because since we don't have that much space in our kitchen, which you'll be able to see in our apartment video, you know, it just all has to be kind of small. So even our refrigerator is just like kind of small. And then we have a microwave oven that's both an oven and a microwave at the same time. But it's not what you're thinking. It's
it's not like a microwave oven or a toaster oven that you know. Unless we just always got the cheaper ones.
Maybe we got cheap.
Maybe we just didn't know ourselves. But I'm a little scared to use it because it's all in kanji, and there's certain settings where you can have this tray in it, and then there's certain settings where you can't. So I'm like scared to put anything in there. I'm like, am I gonna blow this up? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything wrong. So there's that.
I'll figure that out.
Next, this peanut butter is more butter than peanut.
Super smooth.
Yes, but honestly, peanut butter over here,
it's a little disappointing.
At first it was really good. It tasted excellent and it was so smooth putting that on the bread. But then afterwards you're just like,
it's not hefty.
It's not hefty like American
hefty
peanut butter. I realize now how much I appreciate the thickness of peanut butter in America. It only took like 4 peanut butter sandwiches, or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
And on that note, they have jelly. They have lots of jelly, but they do not have grape jelly.
Also, the most slices we can find in like a loaf of bread is 8 slices. Yeah. So you have to buy bread a lot if you like that. And we just buy the bread and jelly and peanut butter because it's like some nights we want a snack, and that's an easy snack. And in addition, next thing, the bathroom is like an actual bathroom. So we have a room with a toilet.
We have 2 bathrooms.
Yes, we have 2 bathrooms. One that has a toilet with a nice little sink on top of it, and then another room that has kind of like the sink and a mirror and everything. There's an actual 3rd room, I guess. This 3rd room is an entire shower. It's like we have a bath in there, but everything's waterproof, and then you can take showers using the entire room.
Yeah.
It's like intended to do that, so they have like a drain in the floor. Yeah, we asked about it when we first got here, and we were like, so do we put a curtain up? And they're like, no, the entire room is your shower. That's crazy. So it's really weird at first when you're just taking a shower and then water is everywhere. So yeah, let's move on to the next thing.
I feel like I'm gonna miss that when we go back to the States.
I think I'm gonna miss that too, because it's kind of nice. We have a really
tiny shower in the States, so this is kind of nice.
Yeah.
The next one. So we went to this tech store, like the Best Buy of Japan, that's near us at least.
Kei's Dinky.
Okay, so we went there, and we were just walking through the store. We had already found what we came there for, and I was like looking at the keyboards. They had keyboard like pianos. And then I just looked up, and then there's telescopes. And I was like, wow, I've never seen a telescope in a store before, first of all. The very next stand that they had, I thought it was a cool looking fridge, so I went to go open it to see what the inside looked like. But no, it wasn't a fridge. It was like a full-on steamer chamber that you could put your clothes into to steam them for like work or whatever.
You can hang them in this giant fridge of a steamer. I mean, there are a lot of like little things that were really crazy. Maybe we'll do a video on just like crazy tech or weird tech that we find in Japan sometime. And so, there's actually one more thing that we want to tell you guys about, and that is something that we are super excited about, and it has to do with the channel goals. So, a long time ago, we filled in the one eye, and we decided we were going to try to hit 1,000 subscribers. His other eye is finally drying now, and in this video, we wanted to share a couple more goals. So, first off, we have our little goal. Yes, we have a little Daruma. Check out the size difference right there. Yeah.
Teeny tiny.
This was a big goal. Our little goal for this guy is to hit 2,000 subscribers. Now that sounds like a big goal because that's literally double what this one, or it's like another 1,000 subscribers. But we're gonna be trying real hard this year to put out weekly videos, and we're gonna try really hard to hit that goal. And the reason why that is this little guy's goal is because we also have a big goal. Eve, can you show us the big goal? This is the big goal. This is a very, very large Daruma. We are super lucky we found it, and so we picked it up because we're like, you know, we just hit our 1,000 subscriber goal, and we want to do something big. You know, there's little goals, and then there's the big goals. And this might take longer than a year, but
we got so excited when we saw this.
We got so excited.
It's so big.
It really is. This guy right here, it's a Daruma that's supposed to be for...
So on this side, like on his
there's some
face,
kanji.
right here, it's talking about the health of family. And then on this side, it's supposed to bring prosperity to business.
Yes, and so it's not exactly what we were going for, but it was so big. And so
big.
Also, you know, we obviously want to do well on this channel so that we can keep on putting out awesome content for you guys. So we are going to be setting a 10,000 subscriber goal here. We want to go for that silver play button. And honestly, I think that this is worthy of a 10,000 subscriber. This is probably better than the silver play button, if I'm honest. Like, just filling in the second eye on this guy who is so big.
The thing is because you guys wanted us to keep all these Darumas, now we're gonna have to take this Daruma with us wherever we go. So
yes.
Thank you for that. It's actually kind of fun, so thank you for that.
And we're gonna try to find some other colored Darumas for mini goals. So after we hit this mini goal, we'll try to find another Daruma for another small goal. And you know, we'll just keep collecting these guys and see what kind of collection we can get, especially as we fill in their eyes. So yeah, in this video at the end, I'm just going to be filling in the eyes and making sure I get that on camera for you guys. And again, we want to say thank you guys so much for helping us hit our first subscriber goal, and also just for watching our videos. We really appreciate it. And if you guys have any other types of videos that you want us to make, just let us know in the comments. And also, if there's anything that you wanted to communicate to us, please let us know in the comments. We definitely are super excited to hear from you guys, and we are so thankful again for just absolutely everything. So let's cut to me filling in the eyes and also just some killer background music. So we'll see you guys later. Dyce Quirk, out.